When you're trying to create a best-selling design, doing research and understanding what your market likes is crucial. So today we're going to do research for designs together, and then after that I'm going to brainstorm different ways that we can make this design our own and how to stick out amongst the competition. And then we're going to be creating that design together. Before I do any designing, the first thing I do is design research, because what might work in one niche does not work in another. So every single time before I even get started, I am spending a good at least 10 minutes doing research first. So I'm going to type in mama sweatshirt, mom shirt, whatever you're trying to make, high level, and just look that up on Etsy. And then using a tool like Everbee, I like to sort these by monthly sales to see which ones are doing the best. And then I can open those all up. This allows me to see which ones were listed recently, which are doing well, which is usually a good sign that you can still hop on this type of niche and make good sales. So I'm going to open up the ones that are getting good sales. So usually what I'll do is I'll just open a whole bunch of the top bestsellers in that niche, and we're going to take a look at each and every single one of them, seeing if there's any similarities, if they like simple designs, complicated designs, if there's any customization, what things are making certain ones bestsellers, so we can start to create our own design that's different, but still including what this niche wants. And you might want to also create a spreadsheet. I'm usually just looking with my eyes and going through and trying to find trends. But if you're more of a data person, you can actually open like a Google spreadsheet and start taking notes of the different things that you see in a lot of the bestsellers. Like this one here is no customization. It's just a floral background to a very simple like college style mama. We have this one here, which is another simple mama, but this time it's using the outline and it has customization on the sleeve. The bonus that this person has over anyone else's listing right now is that they're able to do this type of like stand out, like embossed design, which it looks like they don't really advertise it in their title, but the actual design comes out of the shirt, which a lot of print on demand sellers can't do because you can't do it with Printify and Printful. So this person has stepped above everyone because they're able to offer this. We have this one here, another one doing fantastic, very simple. Something I've noticed from the last ones is they've just been a white flat design, very simple text. The two that had customization had a sleeve print. Here's another one that has a sleeve print. Again, a very, very simple text. What I'm noticing in a lot of the best sellers for a mom sweatshirt is that it is not a complicated design at all. And unless it has like a floral background, they've just been like black or white text, no color really. Here's another one. It looks so very similar to some of the other ones that we looked at here. The same type of mama. We have a customization that says EST 2024. Sleeve prints seem to be doing really, really well in this niche. Something else that I'm noticing in this niche as well is a lot of the bestsellers, majority of them have a flat lay mock-up, which is just a mock-up of someone not wearing the item. And all of them have been mostly folded, except for this one, which shows the sleeve. So those are also appealing to this type of market. And I've gone through a bunch of others and they're extremely similar. They have little differences here and there. For people who can do embroidery, they're offering this with embroidered products, which gives them that unique twist because not everyone uses Printful or not everyone has an like embroidery machine at home to offer this. Some people have put the twist on adding dog mom or cat mom, but using a very similar design because those types of niches are pretty much overlapped. What a dog mom is gonna like, usually a human mom will like quite a bit of the time as well. So there's also sub niches in here. But now we're gonna try to brainstorm different ways that we can change these up so that we can become one of these bestsellers. So something I might do is change the main word. Something that's also really popular is a keyword Gigi, which I believe is grandma. Or you can have something like abuela, which is Spanish for grandma. You can have different words for grandma, for auntie, for mama. My mom hated when I called her mama, so I called her mommy. So I'm sure there's other families out there who hate mama. And if you look at mom shirts right now, everyone has mama. There's barely anyone that offers mommy, yet I bet there's a big group of people that would prefer mommy on a shirt. So you could put mommy instead. But I'm still pulling through the main things of the designs that were doing really well for people. So white on the shirt, this college block in the back was doing really good. Customization was doing really good. So I added 2 pieces of customization here of both the date, and then they can put the name of their child or grandchild on the sleeve. Then I also wanted to brainstorm what's maybe a different product that's similar that I can offer this on that isn't as done as other people. So I thought of the Comfort Colors Sisters sweatshirts. They are more expensive, but they have more value to it. They're different from everybody else. So that might be my USP, my unique selling position, is offering this on a higher value sweatshirt than all of the other listings. So here I created a version of mommy. I was thinking of things like mama bear. If you just like to call your mom, mom, or mother, motherlord, anything that works here that might be an alternative name that someone might say, maybe from a different language, a different background, again, another female in your family, like your aunt, anything. Then as another option down here, I did another version of mommy, but now I wanted this one to be a more like varsity looking design. We're still pulling through all the main elements again, the same colors, the same styles, but I changed how the EST down here looks to more of that vintage varsity look that I've seen do well in the past. So I just brought that forward. I hadn't seen this one done actually on the sweatshirts. And for me, I actually really like the look of this design more so over a lot of the other ones. So this is something I would probably purchase. Another thing I thought of when going through this is how can I twist this to be maybe a couple's matching shirt so that this is bought in pairs. So I still brought through the main elements. I kept it simple because I noticed that's what is doing well. The white text, I'm giving the USP of still putting this on the comfort colors. I noticed that people really like the sleeve print, so I'm putting in the sleeve print here. But now people can buy this together, and people who want matching shirts may pick me over seeing all of the other single mama shirts. Then carrying that forward, I thought, hey, why not a hilarious shirt? Same style, it still has the very simple, it has the customization. Maybe you can still add the sleeve print in there, but given the context of these shirts, I'm not sure having a heart with your kids' names as appropriate on it, but I still think this one's hilarious. MILF and DILF matching shirts. I would get my partner this. Here's another style I made. Again, trying with a brand new word. We're sticking away from mama because I think that's really overdone. You can do mama, definitely just still find ways to flip it, and I'll show you some ways in a little bit, but doing GG, and then I still added this customization, which I didn't see offered with other GG shirts I saw out there. So I combined it, added the sleeve print that was doing well on mama, bringing it over, and also adding the extra year customization. Another thing I noticed when going through a lot of these designs is the ones that weren't just a white design on a colored shirt is floral backgrounds, but they all just had one floral background. So I was thinking maybe they can have a custom photo or a custom flower in the back. Say your mom loves daisies, and you can have daisies in the background. If she loves roses, you can have roses in the background. Adding extra levels of customization brings extra value. So you can see I pulled from two different trends here, bringing in the college font along with a floral background and still keeping the sleeve print, keeping it as high value as possible. Then maybe you really wanted to stick to the mama niche. You call your mom mama, you think everyone calls each other mama. Well, it's still important that we create our own little niche underneath this niche. So adding things like bonus mama, twin mama, new mama, soccer mama, something that might appeal to someone more than just a plain mama shirt because it's more specific to them. You can even let it be customized, so maybe they can change what it says up here along with the customization of the date below. So this is what it would look like mocked up. And again, I'm using these flat photos, these folded photos, because that's what we had noted is doing really well in this niche. And it doesn't do well in every niche. Again, what I mean is you should be researching every single niche you design in because what is popular in one might not carry over to another. So I just like to see what it looks like, so I always bring it over. I think that looks fantastic, still adding the sleeve print here. And then my last little idea here is instead of doing a sleeve print, how about a big back print? I have not seen this done in this niche. Again, still carrying forward a lot of the things and themes that I saw from the other listings, just putting a brand new spin on it to appeal to the same people, but by offering something different. So those are my spins on this popular mama niche by trying to carve out my own little USP, my own little sub niche within here by doing things that have never been done before in this niche, but still carrying forward what seems to matter to them. So usually after studying, I'm asking myself questions of things like, can I put this on a better or different product that still aligns? So again, offering maybe a zip up hoodie or a hoodie if hoodies haven't been offered, or just a higher quality sweatshirt, like putting on a comfort color sweatshirt if it has already just been done on the Gildans. You can ask things like, can I offer customization? If within a niche, there's been no custom options offered, then how can you add some customization? Because people just love customization everywhere. Can you add a back print or an extra print somewhere that would give off a higher perceived value than your competitors? Can you niche it down? So there might be a mama shirt or there might be a nurse shirt. Can you make it an emergency nurse, a bonus mom? So you're applying to a smaller group, but for that group, you're extremely relevant and they're more likely to purchase from you over something more generic. Is there a way to turn this into a matching set so that people want to buy a set together? So the mom and dad shirt over someone who just had the mom shirt. And there's different niches this can apply to: big sister, little sister, a soccer team instead of an individual soccer player. Many ways to create group listings on top. Can you find another trend doing really well in this niche and combine it with another trend to create the ultimate trend shirt? Sometimes I see things like that where I find two different shirts are doing really, really well, but there's different components of them that are doing well for a reason. One had customization, one had florals. Can you make a floral one with customization? Now you might be asking me, okay, I just made a whole bunch of listings. Which one do I list? Which one's actually gonna be the best? The answer is list all of them. You don't know which of these listings is really gonna kick off. If all of them are gonna kick off, if none of them are gonna kick off. But it's just easier to make a bunch of options. If you can't decide, try a few different variations and see which one gets picked up. The more you have out there, the more likely people are to find you and maybe find one that they really like. If you cannot find a way to add value or to carve out a very specific niche under a certain umbrella niche, then it's going to be very hard to make sales. If you're just copying people, if you're just throwing out any design without doing any research yet, it's going to be very hard to get a bestseller to compete with these people that are doing research. So the next time you're about to make a design, do research first, and maybe you can do like I did and spit out 10 different variations of a design, trying different keywords with every single listing, and one of them will likely become a bestseller. All right, thank you guys, and I'll see you next week.